Can you guys hear me? So I'm doing my route today, and I get a phone call. And they say, we need you to pull the truck over. I need you to get out of the truck. We're gonna send you an Uber home, an Uber home. I said, what? Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? You know what I mean? I'm a great fucking employee, okay? Fuck! This is fucking tough. This is fucking tough. I'm a great employee. I take pride in what I do. And fucking YouTube got me fired. Some little fucking cocksucker stopped by my channel. They called my work, and they didn't say anything. Well, yeah, they did. They said that I'm driving around and smoking weed and doing this, right? So that's not fun. I told him, I said, Chris, you can send me for a drug test right now. Whatever. Anyway, but what they ultimately came up with was they went back and apparently watched a bunch of my old streams. I wonder if they're subscribed. I wonder if they're watching now. I don't know. They went back and watched my old streams, and they nitpicked, you know, and I get it. They're a company, and I don't know. They, you know, so they saw that I was driving hands-free. Sometimes I had it in my hand. They saw one funny comment that I did just recently. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was the boxes and their skids off, and they had 9 sticks of pipe. And I made a joke and said, I'm going to go to the bathroom so I don't have to help them, you know? Just little stuff, you know? So they basically, and it's my fault, you know? I shouldn't have fucking kept them videos up. I should have fucking got rid of them. I shouldn't have streamed while I was at work, you know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have. I was asking for fucking trouble, you know what I mean? But right before the holidays, you know, right before the holidays, I have to stress and figure out what I'm going to do, you know. Oh man, I don't know. A part of me, I brought this on myself, you know. I accept responsibility, and, you know, I told the HR guy, I said, listen, if somebody at any time would have came up to me and said, hey, listen, man, streaming from the truck, don't do it, you know. It could this. I would have fucking stopped in a heartbeat, you know. I would have deleted every single fucking live stream that I did, you know. I would have stopped, you know. I would have stopped. They think I was smoking weed while driving. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You're fucking crazy. Now, here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. They're now watching my channel, you know what I mean? Or they were. They're not anymore because I'm terminated. But they were watching my channel, so who knows? You know, who knows? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say right now. I was there 4.5 years. You know, I took pride in my route. I took pride in my route, you know. Appreciate it, man. It's just a shock, you know. A job that, when I first took over that city route, it was horrible, you know. It was horrible. It was bad, you know. And I took it over, and I you know, I made it into mine. You know, I built the greatest relationship up with my customers, you know, and because of something that I do just for fun, like, whoever called my job and cost me my job, congrats, you know, congrats, you got what you wanted. He tried to ask me questions about, like, who knew. I said, no offense, Chris, I'm fired, so I'm not gonna dime anybody else out, you know what I mean? You know, people knew, you know, who gives a fuck? It has nothing to do with them, you know. I liked everybody at my job, you know, I did. We had a great relationship. And, you know, so they told me that they're not going to contest my unemployment, so I can file for unemployment. But, you know, that you're only getting, you know, but so much, you know. You're not getting everything, but at least it's something, you know what I mean? At least it's something. What I told them, what's up, boys, appreciate it. You know what I told them, man? I show Baltimore, I show the beautiful side of Baltimore that nobody shows. Now, am I willing to die on that fucking hill? Absolutely not. I would have fucking deleted the stream, I would have stopped it. Never would I have jeopardized my job. Never. Never would I have jeopardized my job. Never. Never was YouTube more important than my job, you know what I mean? But also for some piece of shit to call that, like, yeah, I don't know what's going on right now. My signal's going in and out. Yeah. So they said that from the moment that they decided to terminate me, that they didn't have a choice, that I had to get out of the truck. So they couldn't keep me around for, you know, another couple days. You know what I mean? Like, look, I feel like wherever I go, I'm going to have a lot to offer. But at the same time, like, I really liked that job. You know, I was good at it. I did what I had to do. I showed up every day. I fucking did my job and I went home, you know. Today I had 22 stops. I was on my 15th stop when I got the phone call. So it's a shame, man. It's just a shame. I really liked working in Shepherd. It was a good place. Now, you know, I can make other phone calls, and, you know, right now is the initial shock of it, right? You know, the thing that I use to pay my bills, the money that I use to fucking support my family, you know, it's not there right now, right? So I'm scared. And, you know, we have the holiday season coming up. How the fuck can I be in the holiday spirit, you know? How can I be in the holiday spirit? I'm trying to fucking just, I don't know. Right now, it's just the initial shock of it. Somebody called my work. Somebody from Stream called my work and said he basically drew attention. The initial claim that they got was that I was smoking weed while I was driving. That was the initial report. And then once they started watching, they basically just said, well, right there, he didn't have a seatbelt on. Right there, he was holding it. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what's crazy? I told the dude from HR, I said, brother, I would have stopped streaming from work 100%. I wouldn't have streamed. I would have fucking deleted all the old streams. You know, the fact that they fucking sat by this morning, multiple people's, went back and watched a lot of my videos, and they just picked apart little things, you know what I mean? And that's okay. That's their job. Their job is to make sure that, you know, their company is flowing and all that, and I get it and I respect it. But I feel like they can look at the situation and say, John was a great employee. We don't want to lose John. Let's just tell him to stop. Let's just tell him no more streams from work. And guess what? I would have stopped. Problem over. You know? But I think they got alerted in a way of like, oh, your driver's smoking weed while driving. Get the fuck out of here. And as a matter of fact, that vape that they're talking about is sitting in my truck still. I forgot to grab it. So, go ahead, whatever. The problem is if they watch the streams for my work, then they've watched the streams for me home on the weekend. You know what I mean? So, when they go and say something, I mean, you know, there's a video of me probably, you know, whatever. And that's my fault. That's my fault for putting that out there for them to fucking look at. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy for me to say, like, well, mind your fucking business. You're my job. That's my work. But when I bring that in the company time, I get it. I get it. I fucking get it. I just wish that they could have talked to me first. Said, like, hey, John, like, let's chill out on that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I wish. But, so yeah, to summarize for those that just joined, I lost my job of 4.5 years about an hour and a half ago. To my coworkers, you know, it's been fun. You know, we're still tight. I'll still hit you guys up. We'll still talk. That's where we're at, you know. Now I gotta go inside. And tell my girl and the kids and, you know, that it's gonna be okay. That I'm gonna figure it out. Alright guys, well listen, fuck man. I didn't realize how hard that was gonna be. Yeah, I didn't realize how tough that was gonna be, you know? If it ain't one thing, it's another, you know? If it ain't one thing, it's another, so yeah, for sure. For sure. Appreciate that tonight. Yeah, Intense Fog will do. Alright, chat. Well, it's been fun. Yo, let's go, Twin. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, for sure. I know. Just right before the holidays, you know? Right before the holidays.